Welcome back. With less than a week until the local government elections, let's zoom in on metros. Tonight, we focus on Mangaung. Research firm Consulta has revealed the results of its South African Citizen Satisfaction Index. It shows the level of trust that citizens have in local municipalities and their ability to deliver basic services. And the situation in Mangaung is unsurprisingly dire. The metro seems to be doubling down on its poor 2020 rating. This year, it reported the lowest score across all sectors in the country. Let's find out why. I'm joined by Mxolisi Siyonzana, Executive Mayor of the Mangaung Metro Municipality, the Democratic Alliance Caucus Leader for Mangaung, Hardie Viviers, and Elizabeth Snyman-Van Deventer, who is Caucus Leader for the Freedom Front Plus in Mangaung. Thank you all so much for speaking to us tonight. It's important we have these conversations ahead of the election. So, Mayor, I'm going to start with you in terms of this satisfaction index. South Africans, particularly in Mangaung, don't think you're doing a good job. It's been quite evident with the protests we've seen over the years. What do you have to say for yourself?
Thank you very much, presenter, Hardie, as well as Professor Snyman, as well as the listeners at home. Like you said earlier on, that my name is Mxolisi Siyonzana. I'm the Executive Mayor of Mangaung Metro, of which I was elected 2 months back. When we came in, the first thing that we did, we dealt with few issues. One of them is governance. We made a call to political parties and we indicated to them we want to work together. The second one, we met with all the stakeholders, including your service delivery forums, your MCCs. We also met with the trade unions, which are in Mangaung. We look at e-governance in general, and we felt that it's important for us really to work on it. Secondly, there were issues of service delivery, your delays in refuse removals, your potholes, your issues of dumping, the dirtiness in general. We came with a program to make sure that we clean the city. We're working on the potholes. Those who are residing in Mangaung will tell you.
Yeah.
That program is continuing.
But Mayor, all of this happened under the ANC's watch. So what are you doing that's going to reverse all of the mess under your watch?
That is why I was still actually indicating that those are the things that we are doing. And those who are in Mangaung, they are beginning to say at least there's some kind of improvement.
All right, let's find out from the opposition if there really is some kind of improvement.
Even the roles of the IPTN were about to launch them because there were delays. We had to come in and deal with all those matters. Even the issues of revenue.
Yeah.
We came with programs to make sure that we improve on those.
Okay, Mayor, I'm going to get back to the issues of finances in a moment, but I want to get the opportunity to ask the opposition parties about whether or not there have been improvements. I know it's only been 2 months, but the fact is that history speaks for itself, isn't it? And residents have been out on the streets. Mayor, please put your picture back up for us while the other guests speak. Elizabeth, I'll start with you. Has there been any improvement from what you're seeing? Because you are basically the watchdogs when it comes to whether or not things are happening in this metro.
I think you can see that both Hardie and myself are smiling because the mayor is definitely not living in the same Mangaung as I am. Service delivery has been for the past 20 years actually there was no service delivery. And to think that in 2 months there can be an improvement, that's a joke. There's little improvement. There is like few potholes here and there, but overall we still have the same problems we had for the past 20 years. And the mayor referred to it himself. He identified the problems, and it is all on the ANC's watch for the past 20 plus years.
Hardie, what about you? And also, do you reckon, given what's happened in Mangaung, whether you actually stand a chance in winning over voter support?
Thank you very much, Shahan and the viewers of eNCA. Well, firstly, no real change. Maybe the mayor should also answer us on why it took longer than a year to elect new political leadership. There's an old saying, too little, too late, and I think that's where we are now. I see there's a cleanup event in one ward again tomorrow. Will that really assist? Isn't it too little or late? Yes, we as the DA believe that we are the only party that can save Mangaung, and we can indeed rectify the financial problem in Mangaung. Again, basic mathematics 101. Our debtors are standing over 7 billion. Our creditors is 885 million. Let's get that money in. Let's collect it. As soon as we have collected, we can pay our creditors, and there will be 6 billion rand left to provide proper service delivery, to provide for residents of Mangaung. That is what we will do as soon as we get in government. We are also the only party that has a proven track record that where we govern, we get things done. We have a blueprint for the local government elections that work.
Yeah, you know, many people would argue that you don't get things done everywhere where you govern, Cape Town being case in point. But Mayor, let's go back to you. There's a good point being made here about why it took so long for this post to be filled, especially when you had people on the streets protesting about service delivery and poor governance. The factionalism within the ANC leaves much to be desired in terms of the electorate now re-electing you into this position.
Yeah, thank you very much. We didn't deny that we had problems of divisions at a level of council, even at a level of our region. We didn't deny that. But the IPC came in, tried to unite ourselves. That's why after the IPC was appointed, the first thing that they did, they came to Mangaung, they spoke to us, and as we speak now, when we elected the executive mayor and the speaker, all councillors of the ANC voted in favor of the ANC. So those problems that we had are over now.
Hopefully, we don't know for sure, because it took a year to actually fill this post, and you had citizens out in the streets. You were speaker, right? What was your oversight role as speaker? Because all of this mess was also happening under your watch, and now you're elected mayor. So why should people in Mangaung actually believe that you are going to change things?
Remember, Mangaung is having a deputy executive mayor. A deputy executive mayor assumes the positions of, or the functions of the executive mayor if the position is vacant or the executive mayor is not available. On that case, the executive mayor's position was vacant. The deputy executive mayor came in, and in terms of your Structures Act, it doesn't stipulate for how long. So the speaker then had, the speaker didn't have anything to play in terms of oversight, because really, if your Structures Act allows it, and there's nothing that we can do about it.
Yeah.
But I just want to come on this one of revenue because Councillor Viviers spoke about it. Can you please allow me?
Okay, I'm running out of time, so if you can be quick.
Thank you very much. Today, I had a meeting with one businessman who is owning a number of buildings in Mangaung. He owes us more than 100 million, St. Lake and Mangaung. Combined, it's about 200 and something million. He was talking to us, and he said to us, you see these buildings of mine, there are people who are renting, and some of them, they were selling liquor and some of the items which in terms of COVID-19, actually your restaurants and so on and so forth. And these people were not paying because they couldn't make any income. What do we do in such a situation? Because you didn't want to chase these people out, but at the very same time,
No, but
is
I'm
owing
talking...
council.
Mayor, you're
I
talking
just want
about
to make a
businesses.
point.
No, but you're talking about businesses when I'm asking you
I
about
want to make a point here. Just
irregular
allow me, please.
use of money.
No, but allow me. He talks about if DA was in power in terms of revenue, it should have been different. I'm just responding to that.
Okay.
And the issue of irregular expenditure, I'm in pain to say this. Your Auditor General is forcing us to appoint an executive director of a supply chain. And when we've got a CFO, and all procurements of Mangaung are regarded as irregular because we don't have an executive director or HOD of a supply chain, whereas in terms of our structure, you've got a general manager that reports to the CFO. That's why you've got this irregular expenditure, which is around 4 billion rand. If you look at it, it's actually our budget in terms of capital projects.
You know,
that's why tomorrow I had to...
The problem is that the Auditor General obviously works according to the rules and processes put in place. In July, the Sunday Times reported that your municipality racked up a 1.6 billion rand in irregular expenditure and 1.17 billion in unauthorized expenditure for 2019-2020. So there clearly is a problem with finances, which you're now saying boils down to a position. I have to end this, but I'm going to ask Elizabeth and Hardie, 30 seconds. Please tell me why
all
you
metros
think
are
that
having
you should actually
the
take
similar
over
problem.
This metro. Elizabeth?
All metros are having the similar problem of irregular because of our structures. And our structures is in terms of the Section 56 and Section 57.
Yes, but there are other metros
That's
who have the same rules but are doing better than you are. That's the point. There are many other metros that have the same rules but are actually doing their jobs properly and spending money properly. Mayor, I have to end it there with you. I'm going to be fair to our opposition parties. Elizabeth, closing remarks on why you think you should take over the Mangaung Municipality. I have 30 seconds for you. Sorry.
Thank you. The Freedom Front Plus will focus on three core issues, namely the officials, employees and workers of the municipality, financial management and control, and economic development. And by doing so, we will try and do our utmost best to ensure that we stop the further decay of Mangaung.
All right, Hardie.
Thank you very much. The DA will get the basic right, service delivery, infrastructure, etc. We will build world-class roads and then also get a proper public transport. We will be tough on crime, but even more so on the reasons. We will bring jobs and investment and also collaborate to have sustainable housing. Then we will have a proper Mangaung. Just in answering the mayor, if we just collect the 1.8 billion rand that government, provincial and nationally, is owing Mangaung. 885 creditors can be paid. We will have $1 billion for service delivery. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you all for your time. Appreciate it.